Well, folks, since I ain't got nothing else better to do, I figured I might do a little mini documentary for y'all about it. Look, this is not me documenting every metal band there's ever. This is basically me picking out one of my choice. So if y'all hipsteros don't like it, fuck off. Look, I know people give Typo Negative a lot of crap since Peter Steele's not around. I mean, the guy passed away back in 2010 and of an aneurysm. I don't know, there's a lot of disinformation surrounding the band. I mean, I wish they could get back together now that Peter Steele had passed on, but yeah, but there's a lot of band drama going on. I mean, picture back when Typo Negative first started, or they're from a previous band, Carnivore, a thrash metal band. One band I highly recommend, Carnivore, good band actually. But if you listen to Typo Negative's debut album, Slow, Deep, and Hard, or you can listen to there's a lot of joke tracks, and some actually take them seriously, but by the time you skip Origin of the Feces, and Origin of Feces is not a live album, they basically just went to a studio, put crowd noise over it, and put some old songs from Slow, Deep, and Hard, and then put crowd noise over it. It basically starts off with the audience chanting, "You suck," over and over again. They even literally reenacted one of their shows they did because of a bomb threat, because of a bomb threat. I mean, literally, if you thought a band hated an audience much, they would just pack up and leave, but that's why it's funny. It's self-deprecating is what the band was good at. And by the time you get to Bloody Kisses and listen to Black Number One, it sounds like the ultimate gothic metal song. Listen, I know there's a lot of people praising Peter Steele for being the ultimate gothic metal guy. No, Glenn Danzig was. Look, I don't pick sides. Listen, I don't honestly pick sides. I mean, I love both Danzig and Typo Negative. Both of them are that good. Even Danzig started years before Typo Negative even dared thought about cranking out an album. I know what people are gonna say. Man, JJ, you did some homework. Yeah, let's just say I read a lot of books and documentaries. I mean, just watch Cannibal Corpse's documentary. It's 3 hours long, but everything you need to know about Cannibal Corpse is there. If you're gonna watch it, take it with a grain of salt. And then there's the death metal band Death. Documentary, they didn't get. If you watch the documentary, take it with a grain of salt. I mean, the Death documentary, where he didn't get into Chuck's personal issues. I mean, what about Chuck's personal life? He did do the spiritual healing tour. It's basically him not wanting to tour and clashing with bandmates and him not getting along with certain members after every Death album. But it's like when Sean and Glenn Jover showed up out of nowhere, I'm like, okay, what do these guys have to do with Chuck or Death? I mean, the documentary could have put bands like Morbid Angel and Obituary would have been more appropriate. Yes, Death was singing about horror, but realistic horror. But when you By the time you get the Sound of Perseverance, they're trying to go with something more empowering. And by the time you hear Death singing Judas Priest's Painkiller, it's like, wow, Chuck Schuldiner had it. That was basically Chuck trying to sound like Rob Halford. And yes, death metal can be more than just, chugging like the Dickens or playing uninspired. I listen to death metal that sounds truly inspired, instead of just down tuning and chugging like the Dickens. It's good to experiment with music every now and then. I don't have a problem with that. Let's see, there's this... shit, I could go to lengths about every hair metal band from the 80s. Wasp, they're not hair metal. Not quite hair metal, but not quite heavy metal, but not quite hard rock either. With a bang of Blackie Lawless thunder at their back, their one unifying principle is write killer fucking songs and worry about the genres later. And like previous members of Wasp said, it didn't, or fans said, it didn't matter how intense the stage got. People wanted more. People, I see a lot of comments on the internet, when will Wasp get back together? I'm like, that's not gonna happen because it's the Blackie Lawless show these days. And the Wasp you're seeing now is not the Wasp from the 80s because it's, well, like I said, the Blackie Lawless show these days. Let's see, shit. Let's see, there's this band, Devastator. If you're a fan of, like I said in previous videos, if you're a fan of Slayer, Creator, and Cannibal Corpse, go check them out. They were featured in Killbot's video, Metalhead Box. It was basically every band trying to copy what Venom and Slayer did back in the days. Let's see, there's the band Possessed. They're basically the Venom of death metal. Even the lead singer, Terry, talked about how Chuck Schuldiner walked up to their shows and like, it's like, hey man, check out this riff, is that okay? And Terry was like, sure, it's a free world, man. Shit, let's see. Crap. That's honestly basically all I've got to say. Hope you enjoyed the video. Like, subscribe, follow me on Amino, TikTok, and Discord, and God bless y'all, and remember, stay fucking brutal.